it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I have a super fun layout to share with you today. So, Miranda Weber has asked a couple of us to do some inspirational videos based on her volume number 2 sketches. So, Miranda makes some pretty amazing sketches. Now, I can't show you the sketch because it's basically paid content. So you definitely need to go and head over and get your hands on the sketchbook. And it'd be super fun if you get this sketchbook and then message me to see if you can tell which sketch this is from. So I do have a coupon code and it's Crystal 10, and that'll save you 10% off the sketchbook. So that's super exciting. So all of that will be linked down below for you. So I am using my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I am starting with a paper pad from Heidi Swap, and I'm going to do a couple of layers. So I have my background paper, which is some arrows, and then I'm going to do a thin border of black cardstock, and then I'm going to do this blue striped paper. Now, I'm going to end up matting my photos in black cardstock, and I wish I would have thought of that in advance because I could have gutted that cardstock, but I didn't. Instead, I'm going to have to get another one. So I do love me some torn paper. So I grab 3 pieces of paper from the paper pad, including the one that actually is the background. But I decided to use the arrows in the opposite direction. So yes, it's the same paper, but you see more of it. And I thought that was kind of fun. So I'm going to layer all of those up on the left-hand side of my photos. So I have 2 photos, and they really are the sweetest photos. I am so lucky that my friend was able to capture them. So this is my son and one of his best friends. They have been friends since kindergarten. So my son doesn't play football, but his friend does. So this was at one of the football games. And after the game, my son just ran up and gave him the biggest bear hug. You can see he almost knocked him over. It's so cute. So she captured that. And then, of course, she was able to get a cute little photo of them together. So funny enough, he doesn't know this and he doesn't watch my videos. So it will be just fine. It will still be a surprise. So because they are both seniors, you can purchase like an ad in the back of the yearbook. And so the 2 of us moms got together and decided to do one together for the 2 of them. And we were pulling photos from the many years that they have been friends. So there's like a kindergarten photo. They played baseball together, that type of thing. In every photo of these 2 boys, my son is always on the left and her son is always on the right, which I think is super funny because that's just the way they are. It just doesn't matter. Every photo, I was unable to find a photo where they were flip-flopped. So we made sure that when they had individual pictures in this, that he was on the left. So they are each other's, right-hand man kind of thing, which would be a really good title now that I'm thinking about it. But I was so focused on the whole fact that they were like friends forever that's kind of what I was going with the title. But now that I think about it, that'd be a good title too. maybe I will just have to do another layout, right? So I pulled out a couple of perspectives from Bramble Fox. Now, the Friends, I don't have any problem with the fact that it's kind of like a purpley color, but I didn't really have any purple in the layout. If it had been more of the pink that was in the arrows, totally could have used pink on this picture with these boys. Instead, I'm just going to do the forever, and I'm going to spread out my title kind of in between my pictures. So I'm starting with all of the items from my How to Kill a Kit with Style. So I'm looking through the ephemera and I am really not finding much. I found that Friends Forever piece down at the bottom with the florals. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll go with some florals. But I really wanted to use this perspective, and then it just doesn't read right. It would read something weird. So I went through my stash. I do have a whole section of like school-ish kind of things. So I pulled out these pretty little studio. They're called Potpourri, and they are school themed. And so they had a BFF and Friends. So my title is going to be BFF Forever Friends. And then I had this laser cut thing. I don't even know where I got it. I had full intention of like using it for my niece or something for varsity cheer. Instead, I decided to cut the little cheerleader off, and I'm just going to use the varsity, and I'm going to stick that on the side of the photos and bring in a little bit more of that black. So there is that. I love how that looks. Like, that's super fun. And then I have these Jolie, I don't know what they're called. I guess they're just called dimensional stickers. And so I want to add a couple of those. I'm going to add a banner to the top. And then I look at the little like #1 fan thing, and I look at the varsity sticker, and I ultimately decide to just add school spirit to the bottom. So it says varsity school spirit. So I guess you could look, and any of that again could be the title. Or maybe I just have 2 titles. I do add a little ticket as well as another perspective that is an arrow underneath, a black arrow. And then I am going to finish it off with some black splatters. And these are just Heidi Swap. Now, I decided to cover up my photos so I didn't get some splatters on them. Decided to do my splatters in a diagonal from the left bottom to the right top. I don't know. Do you do splatters from the bottom to the top or the top to the bottom? Either way, they are done on a diagonal, and they're not on my photos. So there is my layout. I hope you enjoyed this process video. I hope it inspires you to go over and grab Miranda's sketchbook. And thank you, Miranda, for asking me to play along with your beautiful sketches. I really enjoyed this one. So there is my final layout. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you later. Bye.